What's that? Is that a new toy? What? Wow. Give me that duck. Good girl. You want it? Go get it. Go get it, go get it. Woo. Hey, how's it going? So I'm gonna show you a real simple way to make an awesome dog toy with paracord. I had this idea and I haven't made it yet, but I know it's gonna be awesome. I've made dog leashes in the past. These last forever. They're awesome. Super rugged and lightweight. You know, I've made a watch band or a couple of watch bands, dog collars, leashes, bracelets, whatever. But let me show you how you can make an awesome toy. And what I'm gonna do this here is the standard braid right here. That's called just the Cobra weave, you know, just the basic Cobra weave. This right here is a King Cobra. See how much thicker that is? This here is a giant King Cobra that I did. But what about a double King Cobra? That's gonna make a real thick, rugged toy. And what I'm gonna do is make kind of a throw toy for throwing into the water and stuff like that. Kind of one of those duck type of toys. So all I'm gonna do is use something that floats like a stick. I'm gonna cut a little piece off the end here. You could probably just find a stick laying around if you don't feel like cutting anything. I'm gonna drill a hole into it and weave a quadruple Cobra, King Cobra weave. Should be pretty simple. I'm gonna use a stick like this because the knots here are gonna be a little bit stronger where the branches come off. I'm gonna cut it about here and here and cut off all the little branches and make this kind of like a duck head here. So we're gonna cut the bottom side a little bit longer. The beak's gonna be right there. You want a little bit longer here so you can drill a hole through here to tie the paracord to it. And a little bit longer just to make sure it helps the whole thing to float. We'll leave the bark to the dog, if you know what I'm saying. There we go. All right, you can lightly sand it if you want. I'm just gonna take a file. Hit the corners real quick. All right, here's my head. So I'm gonna use probably a little extra on each side here. I'm gonna mix the orange and green. You can do one color or two colors. I like how two colors look together. It gives you kind of a different look. See, that's two colors there. Anyways, let's go ahead and drill a hole right there and I'll show you the next step. This is the key right here to saving the paracord. So you're gonna have to use a crap load. These middle strands are only about 3 or 4 feet long, whereas the rest of them are like 10. The other outsides are 10 feet long or so. And that's all you need. So put those two together and tie yourself just a plain Jane half hitch over each other and through the knot. Boop. All right, that could be either this knot or that knot, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna start over there. Now take your long strands your two long ones and throw them on the outside. Take the short ones right here and find out where you want it. So you want it about right there. That's all you need these two strands for. So just make that same knot right here to where it fits here. Depending on how long you want to make it, you can make it, you know, 10 inches, 12 inches, whatever. Longer if you want, doesn't really matter. But you might have to try this a few times just to get it lined up with what you're going for. Kind of give yourself a loop there and do a little half hitch. Over and through. See, that's a little too long, so I'm gonna have to redo it. Just do it till you get it to where it's right where you want it. Alrighty, this knot only has to be, or these loops only have to be big enough for the zip tie to fit through there. So go ahead and cut off your slack on the short ones because you are done with those. And then go ahead and burn off the, or singe the edges with a lighter. Just like that on both sides. All right, you can go ahead and zip tie it. If you got a long drill, you could, or some long bits, you could drill all the way through this. Be a little more secure, but I like this idea because you can replace it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna cinch it up pretty tight. Cut that off. I might try to hide this in there. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, I'll do that later. For now, let's get our long sides, one on the left, one on the right, and start with just a basic Cobra weave. So we're just gonna go down and then work it back. So do that, we'll start with the left, make a little 4, take this one, go over and up through the back, pull it through. Now we're still on the right side. You always start on the vertical knot there, the one that's going up and down, see, the orange one. So we're gonna take the right side over, orange side over, up and through the back. Cinch it up, not too tight. See the vertical on the left? All right, and just continue to do that all the way down. Alrighty, so just reach the end here. Got one layer, that's just your Cobra weave standard. Now we're gonna head back the other way. You know what makes this easier is switching it around. Alright, yeah, it makes it a lot easier to turn it around. So there's vertical, so I'm gonna start on this side here, pass it over, pass it through, up and through the back, and then you're gonna tighten it up. It's either that first or second loop right there. Now I got the vertical there, so I'm gonna start on this side. Okay, horizontal, vertical. Well, you start on the vertical side. Then you don't have to keep track of, wait, did I start on the left side last time or right side? You don't have to pay attention to that, see? Just always look for that vertical loop. Start working it back towards you. You want to pass it in the groove. You want to keep keep it the same the whole way. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that makes it look a little nicer. I think you could skip a loop too, if you want. But go ahead and do it till you get all the way back. And then I might have enough just for maybe one more go, but we'll see. I started with 14 feet on each side. 28 total. Alrighty, I went ahead and flipped it again. I didn't go all the way down to the end so I can have enough for it. And plus it'll look better, I guess, if the chest is bigger than the feet area of the duck. So here's our vertical. And just work it back the other way. This is the third time through it. Vertical. You could even put this around a bobber or something that floats, like maybe a small bottle or something, plastic bottle. But my dog loves to chew bottles up, so that's just not an option for me. It'll help it to float better too. You could even put a stick on the middle of it. That might be a good idea. A little stick on the inside of this one here. But once again, my dog loves to chew up sticks as well, so that wouldn't be good for me. She probably will chew this thing into pieces, but in that case, I can always replace it with another zip tie there. That's looking pretty fat, huh? That's looking awesome. All right, let's see how far we can get it to go. All right, looks like I might have enough to do the quadruple or the double king. Let's go ahead and flip it around one more time. Alrighty, vertical nut. Send it back. Now at this point, you could, get fancy and do like some wings or something, but something like that, and then start weaving it. But I don't want to do that because my dog's going to tear them open. I want it to be real strong. The other thing is, let's make sure this thing floats. I'm going to take my dog to the park in the morning, show you guys how it works. I'm going to surprise her out there with it. And I'm going to give you guys her legit reaction. Alright, looks like that's the end of the road for me. So yeah, if you want to make a full quadruple or a double king cobra, then you're going to have to use probably about 18 feet on each side. But I think this is good enough. It's getting a little too big, honestly. Thing's gonna cause that little stick to sink. It's getting so heavy. Alrighty. All you gotta do now, cut off the edges and melt them to each other, or kind of singe it in there. Leave a little bit of slack. Get it in there real good. Check out that side. That looks cool. Same as the other side. Well, there he is in all his glory. Pretty strong. I was gonna get the wood burner out and add some design. Yeah, I got the wood burner out. Looks like a disgruntled employee, but I did my best. Hopefully yours turns out cooler than mine. But I like this orange and green together. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how she treats it. I guess she's gonna rip the head off in about 5 seconds. Oh. Marlene, come here. I got something for you. Sit. Sit. All right, hang on. What is it? I don't know. It's in here, buddy. Marlene. What's this? What's that? Is that a new toy? What? Wow. You wanna get it? Go get it. Woo! Good girl. Give me that thing. Give me that duck. Good girl. You want it? Go get it. Go get it, go get it. Woo! Good job, Mar. All right, bring me that duck. Good girl. You like it? That's your new toy. That's homemade, buddy. Oh yeah, you got it. Well, it floats, that's good. You might want to use a stronger wood than pine. My dog's freaking crazy. Now it's not a water toy. I don't think it's gonna float until I put another stick on it. But yeah, I wouldn't use pine. That was some kind of weak pine too. I have to make another stronger one with some oak or something. It'll be a tug toy until I fix it up. Give me that thing. Give me that. You already tore the head off in 2 seconds. My prediction was actually correct, even though I hoped it wouldn't be. Anyway, she likes it. Might want to use some rope to attach it to, or some paracord instead of a zip tie. Unless you got some real heavy duty zip ties. But anyways, thanks for watching.